guys, it's your girl Brittany and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And y'all know why I'm starting not to like this season or this show in general, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Let's talk about it. So the episode starts with Joseline kicking Neek out because, you know, Joseline's just their biggest hater. Joseline's not their supporter. She claims that she wants to make them stars. She wants to give them opportunity. But it's like, girl, granted, I don't get paid $500 a day, but it's like, compared to the other shows on ZEUS, aka Baddie, your highest competitor, you're underpaying them. You're treating them like trash. You tell them verbally how much you don't like them and how much you think they are trash. So it's just like, it's not giving that you want the best for them. And then it's like, you're sitting here, Neek's leaving, and she's saying like, yes, please. And Flame even offered to leave, and it's just like, girl, nobody's caring that they're leaving, and people are volunteering to leave because you don't have a safe mental or physical emotional environment for the girls that you claim that you care about. So it's just like, I'm not feeling Joseline's vibe this season. It's way too haterish. And then you kick off Neek, your best dancers, just to teach her a lesson. And it's just like, if you were hearing that Neek said she was the star of the show and this is her show and woo 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 woo, you could have pulled her to the side and talked about it and been like, look, girl, this is my name on top of here and woo woo woo. But instead, the way she went about it, and then you telling her to leave and that's your best dancer, is crazy, insane. Then, like I said, Flame eliminates herself, but it's just like, I don't blame her for wanting to leave. But honestly, Flame volunteered herself to leave, and I guess, you know, Neek and Flame leaving was eliminations for the day. But it's like, no lie, she should have added G Baby to that list and kicked G Baby out too, because it's just like, yeah, has she even been dancing? Like, what's up with her? Then Erica is looking super upset that Neek left. Like, she had like a pout face, and it's just like, girl. But Erica's sitting here and she's talking about how on the internet people are finding out what's going on in the house. But honestly, Joseline completely disregarded that. It's like, last year when it happened, it was a thing, but now this year it seems like Joseline don't even care, because afterwards she was just like, okay, we'll get to that later. Never got to it. The next day we see that Natural is going back to the hospital. She has food poisoning, and honestly, if I was Natural, I would low-key try to sue, because not that Natural, what's wrong with her is something that has to, you know, do with dancing and whatnot. Girl, I'm in the hospital because you told us to eat raw chicken and cockroaches, and now I have food poisoning and my stomach's messed up, and this don't got nothing to do with the cabaret in general. You just wanted us to do some type of challenge, and then the people that even won the challenge, they weren't even in the music video. So you were just making us eat cockroaches for like some shits and giggles, and it's like, now I'm in the hospital and I can't even continue on with the show, the cabaret in general. So yeah, if I was Natural, I would be pissed. Call my lawyer, somebody. We see Kanaya and Jane Doe talking, and Kanaya asks John Doe like why she didn't jump in, and John Doe sitting here talking about no, see, what happened was the reason why Neek didn't jump in is because I told her stop. Like, we're not doing that, and that's why she stopped. It's like, girl, she didn't ask you why did you tell Neek to stop. She asked you, why didn't you jump in? Because you were so adamant when roles were reversed and it was Sky, and you were talking about how you was so angry that you wasn't there, and now you were there. You sit here talking about, oh no, see, I said I was going to stop it. I didn't necessarily say that I was going to jump in. You know, I only mind the business that pays me, you know. So sorry if it was, and it was just like, girl, I'm not feeling like it. And the only reason why I say that is because, again, you were so adamant on, if you were there with the whole Sky thing, you would have been on that, and now you were in the situation where you could have been on that, and the only thing you did was tell them to stop. Because it's not like she's sitting here talking about she told Neek to stop. Okay, why you didn't tell any of the other OGs that as well? oh yeah, and that's because they were actually jumping Kanaya. And since they were actually jumping Kanaya, the thing that you feel so strongly against, you should have got your ass up and started jumping those people with Kanaya. You know, so it's like John Doe, no lie, not feeling it. And no lie, I hate her new confessional look. It's so trashy. Then Lexi comes in and she's sitting here basically saying, I don't know why people want you to get active so bad. And it's just like, girl, I was kind of confused because it's like, girl, don't you kiki and chuckle with the same people that want her to be on that? Like, you know why they want her to be on that. Y'all discussed this within y'all's groups on the time that y'all want her and y'all want the new girls to be on that for whatever reason. So it's like the fact that Lexi's trying to, yeah, I don't know why they want, girl, you do know. It's because Erica and Des and Oceans and all y'all little OGs, like, there's some freaking weirdos. Like, you can admit that. You can sit here and you can tell Kanaya, hey, I get that all the other OGs are on some BS. I have nothing to do with it. You know, I'm trying to stay out of it. But for her to come over there to them and make it seem like she don't understand why this is going on and why that's going on, it was like, I would have told Lexi, girl, stop playing in my face, cause now you about to piss me off for real. So then Sky and G Baby come in, and Sky is basically saying how she felt like John Doe should have jumped in. And
we just got in from the video. Like, I feel like that was just crazy as hell.
People should have been on your side, no offense, because when y'all hit the stairs, everybody rushed. When all the OGs rushed. And the other two, they just stood there.
At the end of the day, I said that I would stop something if I could, but this still don't got nothing to do with me. I be minding my business until my business is minded. I did what I was supposed to do.
Honestly, I feel like John Doe should have jumped in too. And like I said, only because of the fact that she's been talking about standing on principle and not jumping this whole time. But the time where someone did get jumped, she didn't do anything. Like, I understand Sky and G Baby not jumping in. Like, they made it known and clear to her that they don't really rock with her, and that this is the same thing that happened to Sky is going to happen to her, and that they're not going to have her back. But John Doe was just sitting here low-key trying to play, you know, the back role. But at the same time, she was talking about how she was mad about the jumping, how that shit wouldn't go down around her. So it's just like, yeah, no lie. If I'm Sky, I would sit here and tell Kanaya too, like, yeah, these girls are not it. But the thing is, Kanaya seems like she's riding solo dolo. She doesn't need a duo or trio or the OGs or the new girls to stick together. Like, she's literally cool by herself, and it's like, I like that. So next, the girls do an activity, and for their activity, they're doing like a run, a hike, and the winner of the run and the hike is 15K though. Oh, BTW, Danny's confessional is real cute. But yeah, they're trying to do some hike and whatnot, and it's just like, they was struggling.
Let's do it, keep going.
Fuck my arm being broken, you know, I was competing just like everybody else.
As soon as we hit that first couple steps of the incline, it definitely was a change in elevation, change in breathing, and damn near 3/4 of the girls knock off.
I got like 30 steps in, I was tired. So now it's just me and Osh just walking next to each other, breathing so hard, we can't even hear our fucking thoughts.
Danny ended up catching up to me. I'm like, bruh.
No lie, I would have been struggling too. I thought the 15K was gonna make everybody, you know, run a little faster, but it's like, yeah, everybody, they was tired. Chinks came in last. Danny came in first, but Danny talking about she was in the army, so this was nothing to her. So it's like Danny winning, not surprised. It seemed like everybody did okay, but it's like, yeah, Chinks, Sky, and Oceans, yeah, they was not having it at all. After the challenge, Jocelyn talks to the girls and she's telling the OGs like, hey, you know, why y'all don't tell y'all friend to shut up and that she's doing too much? And it's like, Erica, she basically says, yeah, you know, I know Nick Neek does too much, but you know, she's cool. You know, she means no harm and woo woo woo. Basically trying to convince Joseline that, you know, to basically put Neek back on. And it's like, Joseline does need to put Neek back on. It's like, she's just mad that people like Neek and Isis are not like her yes men and whatnot. Like, they're not yes men, and they actually say things. They actually are combative with her, and she wants people to be more like Erica, more like Des. Shoot, she told Des episode 1, girl, I don't like you, I hate you, and Des sitting here, no you don't, you love me because I love you. And it's just like, Neek, she's not like that. Oh, you told me to leave? All right, bitch, bye. But Joseline keeps asking the girls, like, do y'all want to leave with Neek? Like, it seems like Joseline knows that, you know, Neek was their girl. Neek was like the glue to this whole thing. So it seems like she's trying to test them, like, are y'all really here for friendship and Neek, or are y'all here for the cabaret? But it seems like, you know, everyone's still staying, and I feel like the only way Erica will leave is if Des leave, and vice versa. So it's just like, as long as she don't get rid of Erica and Des, I feel like everybody else will be okay. No lie. So after the challenge, on the way back to that house, T-Love says that Chinks needs to go. Chinks isn't giving. And Ocean says that Jane Doe needs to leave, and Jane Doe isn't giving. And it's like, I agree with Jane Doe, but I feel like Chinks, she participates. She's actually fighting, she's doing things, and it's like, when she's on camera, like, her presence is known, whereas as Jane Doe, no lie, I forgot all about her. So it's like, yeah, no shade, John Doe can leave. So we get back to the house, and they still have rehearsals because they're trying to test stamina and endurance and whatnot, but Chinks is drained, everyone else is drained. Shoot, Chinks even overslept, and it's just like, it's just a lot. Egypt's in here talking about, you know, she has some family stuff back at home, so it's just like, at this point, none of the girls are feeling it at all. So Joseline comes in, and she's talking about she's ready to eliminate some people, and out of nowhere she just starts picking on Egypt.
And I'm sure the girls don't appreciate it. No, because you know why?
Why?
It's like that face you try to intimidate people.
I don't be trying to intimidate nobody. They all get their hair done by me. I do everybody makeup. I'm like the nicest person here. I just don't be smiling.
That's
yes,
cap. Your face is crazy. Look at you just rolling your eyes at me. Is you fucking okay, bitch?
Yeah,
I'm tired of playing with your host. Is you fucking okay, bitch? Is you fucking okay, bitch?
Not right now, Joseline. Not today. Not right now.
You could stand up and keep on walking that way. Exit this bitch out of here. Yeah, exit this bitch out of here. Exit this crazy bitch out of here.
You right.
Crazy ass bitch.
You right.
She always looking fucking crazy. Why you ain't tell her about her fucking face?
I'm focused on teaching the dance.
Why the fuck never? Do y'all like how she walks around here with that stupid ass face? Or y'all scared to speak up?
I don't be saying.
No, she don't walk around.
She don't walk around with the hair and stuff.
Every time I fucking see the bitch looks stupid as fuck. The old girl. She's hungry and she's looking for Fiona. Egypt, why the fuck are you looking like that? Looking so evil and crazy and like you need your fucking pills tonight. I can't stand when I see that bitch and she's just looking like she just want to eat a human being. It really bothers me and it gets on my last nerves.
She just played on me, bro. I go in bitches shit for less. Why would the fuck she do that, bro?
Why is she back here? Get Shrek away from here. I don't want Shrek here. Shrek is gonna eat up everybody. Y'all wanna be in her stomach today? Y'all dropping like fucking flies. In a minute, we won't have enough girls to go on tour with.
So yeah, Egypt just agrees to leave because it's just like, girl, I got so much stuff going on. I don't have time to sit here and go back and forth with you, and not even go back and forth with you. I don't have time to sit here and watch and listen to you yell at me over some BS. Because it's like, you're sitting here calling me an ogre. You're sitting here saying I have a resting bitch face and woo woo woo. Like, you want everybody to just walk around the house smiling all day? Like, no, like, I'm going to relax my face. I'm going to relax. And then not like being around Joseline, it makes people want to smile and it's a holy jolly time. Like, no, I'm not surprised that these people look a little bit irritated when they see her walk in the room, because it's just like, what bullshit this girl gonna be on today? So it's like with Egypt, even when Egypt was leaving, she was still respectful to her, like, okay, yeah, and Joseline just kept going and going, and it's just like, what is your beef? Because these girls are not disrespectful to you. These girls basically do whatever you say. So it's like, her beef It's weird. Then she's sitting here talking about, oh, you know, regardless, I'ma keep Danny and Drea and Oceans because they ride for me and they're down for me. And honestly, y'all, at that moment, everyone else besides Danny, Drea, and Oceans, they should have either jumped Joseline or they should have jumped Danny, Drea, and Oceans. Because it's been like, we might like, you sit here talking about these the only 3 people you need and you can start over. It's just like, I would have took that as, we might as well just go out with a bang. She don't care if we're here or not, if we're not Danny, Drea, and Oceans. So either we whoop Joseline's ass or we whoop Danny, Drea, and Oceans' ass for Joseline. Because clearly she don't care if we're here or not. But instead, everybody's just sitting down. Okay. Then she goes off on Lexi, and it's just like, yo, this whole episode was just a lot for me because the hate that Joseline spews out is just redonkulous.
I'm going to fight y'all hoes. You know why? Y'all hoes ain't shit to me. I would never fight none of y'all bitches. Y'all bitches is nothing to me. Y'all bitches in my shit. Y'all bitches is broke. Y'all bitches don't own a house. Y'all don't own nothing. Y'all bitches don't own no land. Y'all bitches don't own no intellectual property. Y'all bitches don't own no music. There's nothing y'all bitches own. Why the fuck would I get in the field with y'all bummy ass bitches? Y'all hoes keep disrespecting me. Talking to me any type of motherfucking way. Y'all hoes got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck if all y'all hoes live tonight. I start again tomorrow.
Cause it's like, Lexi is not ugly. What did Lexi do to you? It's not like Lexi doesn't participate. She dances. Shoot, she got into a few fades. So it's just like, your issue with Lexi is what? And it's like, at this point, I wish Joseline would just tell everybody besides Danny, Drea, and Oceans to go home, because it seems like those are the only people she wants, and those are the only people that are willing to deal with her. But I can't even say that everybody else is willing to deal with her, but Danny, Drea, and Oceans, those are the only people that are really, really, really willing to deal with her and fight for her. Everybody else is low-key just, you know, they like it, they rock with it, they want to be on TV and they're there. But yeah, I agree with her. Oceans, Danny, and Drea, like, no, they're ride or die for her, calling her princess and everything, and nobody else does that besides them. So it's just like I said, I vote everybody else need to jump them. For real. So Oceans comes out of nowhere, of course, and she's sitting here talking about, yeah, Joseline wants this, and Joseline needs this, and Joseline wants this, and woo, woo, woo. She doesn't deserve to have people who aren't down for her. And it's just like, yeah, you're right. We're not down with Joseline. It's hard to be down for somebody who every time I talk to them, they're calling me a gutter rat, saying I ain't shit, and how it's below them to fight me. And it's just like, Joseline, like, years ago, you were in our spot. Okay, like, you gonna have to be dancing at the strip club again if all your stuff get taken away. And it's just like, I just feel like people with evil spirits don't really prosper as much as they think. So it's just like, Joseline, her spirit is honestly too evil. And her sitting here going on this whole rant talking about how the girls are gutter rats, and Ocean sitting here, yeah, because Joseline needs this and Joseline needs that. It's just like, girl, do you realize you one of the people she talking about? She just likes you, but she thinks the same way about you too. Like, no shade. Ocean starts going off on G Baby, sitting here talking about what Joseline does or does not need. And sitting here talking about G Baby isn't giving and woo woo woo. And Ricardo's sitting here saying, you know, like, even though she's been hurt, she has been eating the dances. And it's just like, I get it. We're on TV. Everybody's looking for a TV moment, but on the show Joseline's Cabaret, the main thing should be dancing. But y'all just lost the plot because y'all sitting here trying to keep up with things like baddies that's all fighting. So y'all feel like y'all gotta do majority fighting, but it's just like Oceans, we don't want to sit down and you sit here talking about people that's gonna ride for her. What are we riding for? And that's my thing. You trying to fight G Baby what right now? What is that about to prove? That you just know how to fight G Baby? The girl is sitting here saying, I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you. And you're sitting here trying to fight her to prove something to Joseline. What is you beating G Baby's ass going to prove? I don't get why she just decided to fight G Baby just now to prove something to Joseline. Because it's like, Joseline, she doesn't really I don't want to say she doesn't really care, but at the same time, she doesn't really care. Like, at the end of the day, this is what you're doing for ratings on her show. And then, like, the same way she got rid of everybody else, Ocean, she can do that for you too. So you sitting here trying to fight G-Baby over this, over that. It's just like, yeah, you feel like you doing it for Joseline, but you look stupid as hell to the rest of the world watching it. Because Joseline could drop your ass like this if she wanted to. And then when she ran up on G-Baby, she didn't even do anything.
Come on. Okay, she gotta go, Joseline. She don't need a scary asshole in the cabaret. All you do is pop your fucking gum since you've been here. That's why I put my hands on you in the first place. I came in here respecting y'all.
And then after that happened, somebody, I think it was Sky, she sits here and she talks about, oh, Jane Doe, are you gonna address Oceans? Because you say you had an issue with Oceans jumping and woo woo woo. And Jane Doe, it doesn't seem like, you know, she's really trying to fight and whatnot. She said that her and Oceans already talked about that and addressed that. But something that confused me is Drea sitting here talking about Oceans is her girlfriend, so she feels the need to run up on Jane Doe for Oceans. And it's just like, girl, you a better friend to the new OGs than you ever were to Danny. And that's sad. Like, I'm cool that she's not, you know, that the OGs aren't really fighting like how they used to. Like, I'm happy it's not just Drea and Danny versus the rest of the house. Like, I'm happy that's over. But the weird thing is, now that everyone's cool, you're sucking their peen way more than you were with Danny. Like, it's low-key kind of weird. Drea is hella weird. Like, she got issues. I'm happy that Danny really isn't, you know, jumping on that either. It's like she's cool with them. And I know in the last episode, you know, she texted Oceans talking about, oh, SOS or whatever. But I'm happy that it's not like, oh, Oceans, Neek, and all them are fighting, so let me fight too. It's like she had her own thing with Kanaya, so she fought Kanaya. She went to go get her bestie Drea because that's her bestie. I'm glad that she didn't just jump on the wave of doing everything that the OGs are doing like Drea. It's like, it's weird. It's weird. So yeah, that's where we stopped the episode, and that's Drea running up on Jane Doe because she's fighting for Oceans. And no lie, we were supposed to see this fight this episode because I wanted to see it. But now we gotta wait again till next episode. But no lie, it seemed like next episode we see that Drea spaz is out, Joseline has a photo shoot, and then we have another brawl in practice. So it's just like, yeah, this season it's kind of hard to get through because it's like Joseline is tripping, the OGs are tripping, and it's just like, I don't know what this show is turning into. It seemed like baddies got too popular, so they're trying to incorporate way more fighting than dancing. And it's just like, we all watch this show to see them dance. Like, we all, like, every year on TikTok the dance goes viral, and shoot, we don't even know the dance to freaking I Like the Way You Are because they just been dancing the whole time. So it's just like, this show this season is weird, but I'm gonna keep watching it and I'm gonna keep recapping it and telling y'all how much I hate it so I can keep dragging these girls, because it's like, who on Joseline's Cabaret California gonna check me and whoop my ass? Nobody. So until the meantime, just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.